Hi friends, welcome back to Playing Tribute to Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Ooh. Are we at the end?
Where's Isabella? Where could she be?
There's no sign of her at all.
This is very strange. I've a feeling we're the only ones around.
Huh? Professor, look at this! Look! It's a new story!
By the way, what happened last time is Isabella ran out of the ruins saying that she was the Great Witch Bizella and her eyes turned all red and stuff and it was really spooky. And of course Luke went in and said, oh, there was a rainstorm and it was a sign of things to come and it was super ominous. So things are happening, apparently. And now we see what is happening.
That means that the parade has already taken place.
Aw, we missed it?
Anyway, let's read it!
Good idea. The final story. Oh, it's actually called The Final Story. Oh, goodness. At the appointed place of ending, as twilight fades to darkness, the weaver of the story will meet the Great Witch for the first and final time. The concluding scene will glow in the flames of great magic as the teller of the story is silenced forever. Wait, what? Did he write his own death? No. This evening, at the final witch trial, the legendary Great Witch will be consumed by her own flames. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. I mean, that's nice, I guess. It's hopeful. It's not, sad or ominous or anything. Does this mean what I think it means? No way. That can't be. Is this what the Great Witch meant? Whatever the case, let's find Isabella before panic spreads throughout the town. We should probably split up. If only we had some leads. The appointed place of ending. Perhaps this is referring to the town square, in which the parade always ends. While the teller of the story can mean none other than Isabella's father. As for being silenced forever, this is almost certainly an indication that he will lose his life. In that case, Professor, the chances of Isabella being at the town square are pretty high, right? Indeed, Mr. Wright. Let's head to the square and find her. Are we splitting up? Oh. Does it have to do with the bell tower? Oh my goodness. It looks like everyone in town is here. It would appear that they all wish to see the final story with their own eyes. Professor, about this final story. Why would the Great Witch Bizella show up tonight of all nights? I've been wondering the same thing. She's never once shown herself before now. Perhaps the power of the story is such that even the actions of the Great Witch are subject to its control. And one more thing. Why in the world would the storyteller write his own death into the story? Exactly. Indeed. There appear to be quite a few mysteries contained within this final story. Although I suggest we don't dwell on them for the time being. I agree. First things first, let's find Isabella. She's got to be somewhere in the crowd, right? There are the kids. There's Tugget. There's the storyteller's thingy. I do want to talk to the people. Maybe I'll do kids and then that. Okay. I was thinking that they'd give me a puzzle again. You'd better hide now, because you know you can't win. Can't too, and I won't hide. You'll be crispy bacon in no time. Just accept it. Will not. You'll see, I will become a knight. And if I say I'll protect you, I'll protect you. Come on, how's a little chicken like you supposed to protect me from Bezella? Just watch me. Okay. I do want to look at this. Professor, look. That's the storyteller's carriage, so he's here. Oh, that's it. Okay. Tug it. The parade was totally different this time. I don't remember what I used for his voice. Inquisitor Darklaw was nowhere to be seen. Inquisitor Barnum looked so agitated. And not only that, but they said that this is going to be the last story. What's to become of us all from here on? The story says that you're going to go into a bright and hopeful tomorrow. How are we ever going to find a speller with all these people about? Look over there. It's the storyteller.
And now, the time is upon us. The time of release from the curses of witchcraft and the story. The legendary Bezella will appear before us, and the story of the longest night will begin. Prepare yourselves for the dramatic climax.
It's definitely that.
But that means we'll lose our storyteller. But why will he be sacrificed?
There is no reason for sorrow. My stories are no more than a peek at the caprice and irony of unfolding fate. We are all being carried along on the vast and irresistible sea of chance. I am no more than one person in the sea of people who are here tonight. No more and no less.
Okay.
Oh, storyteller!
Storyteller! Don't stop writing our story!
This is such a weird place. This isn't good. It's getting dark already. Remember what the story said? It's the appointed place of ending, as twilight fades to darkness. We still haven't found a speller yet. Hey, look at that! Someone's at the top of the tower. What? At the top of the tower? Look, Nick! Someone's definitely up there. Is it a spell? Oh, dear.
Look, everyone! The great witch Bezella has finally appeared. The time has arrived. This story will come to an end.
That must be her! Can it really be?
The Great Witch Bezella!
Here and now, my life will surely come to an end. The great witch Bezella will be apprehended, and true peace will come to this town.
Grandworm! No, Luke!
Mr. Wright, there, follow me.
How did they get there so fast?
Espella.
So you were the Great Witch Bezella after all! A truly terrifying witch who would even attack her own father!
Get up! Get up and stand before us, Great Witch Bezella!
There's something sparkling on the ground there. Also, hypnoticness is still kind of confusing. Espella. It can't be. Espella. There's no way. Espella, are you alright? Espella? Are you okay, Espella? She seems to be wide awake, but she's not responding. I don't get it. What happened here? Ah! Hey, it's Eve! Eve, were you with Espella the whole time? Can you tell me what happened here? What did she say, Luke? Nothing. She didn't tell me a thing. Is she hypnotized too? Will you people keep your distance? I can't have you getting close to the Great Witch Bezella. Until the commencement of the final trial, this girl is to be handed over to the Knights of the Inquisition. Take her away. Sir! Hey, don't you dare lay a finger on her. Surely you must have seen her just now. Tell me, did she or did she not just summon a great big fire dragon? But you still can't say for sure that Espella is a witch. That's right. Someone must have knocked her out and brought her here against her will. It's ridiculous. We vigilantes were the first ones at this tower. When we arrived, this girl was the only person present. Only one of us would swear to it, but on their honor as a knight. Things are not always as they might appear. We've yet to investigate the scene of the incident, have we not? There's no need. It's obvious beyond a shadow of a doubt what has transpired here. Oh, you gotta move on. Take the girl away before she regains consciousness. But, sir, there seems to be some kind of commotion downstairs. What? You take your hands off that young girl. I'm family! Is that Aunt Patty? Hey, you, cease! You lot just keep your grubby meat hooks off my little Espella. Boss? Maya, Phoenix! Who let this woman up here? Remove her immediately. Sir. Don't you lay a hand on me. Take that! Did you just throw flour at them? You did. What's that? White powder. That's my very finest white flour. Be thankful for that, you whippersnapper. You impudent bread-brain baker. Go ahead and draw that sword at your own risk, Sonny. I'll show you a thing or two. The rolling pin is mightier than the sword. Don't you have anything better to do than intimidate defenseless women? You dork in a tin can. What is it with you people? I understand how you two feel, but may I ask you both to calm down a little? Always the level-headed one, Layton. Thank you. Professor! We are the only ones who can discover the truth and save Espella. The professor's right. We have to keep our cool and carefully plan our next move. I know, Phoenix. And to think, the Phoenix I once knew could barely even plan his next loaf of bread. Planning, I guess, isn't his strong suit. If you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. Now, why couldn't you sleep peacefully in the first place? Espella! Espella, I still believe in you, my dear girl. Take the girl away. That means now. I'm afraid, sir, that won't exactly be completely possible at the present time, sir. What's now? A moment ago, that new recruit got carried away and locked the entrance. Currently, no one is able to leave the tower, sir. What did you say? That idiot of a new recruit did what? I wonder if he's important. Or if it's just a way to get us stuck up here. We've been ordered to take this girl to the interrogation room as soon as possible. The trial of the Great Witch is tonight. The appropriate arrangements are already underway in the square. We don't have time for this. Sorry, sir. I'll go and hang that new recruit up by his heels. We're leaving now, and that's that. Bring that witch here to me. Are they gonna jump? Looks like they took us fellow away with them. That made my blood boil. Having to just stand here and watch her get dragged away like that. We must bide our time, Luke. Don't worry, the time for action will come. Although at present, this place is still in complete turmoil. Look, there are vigilantes and knights running all over the place. That oversized rust bucket said the trial would be held tonight, didn't he? Indeed. It would seem to be the case, according to the storyteller's story, at least. Honestly, though, who knows what will happen this time? Also, we know that they don't actually go off into fire and... Oh. I was gonna say, have we solved all the mysteries? Oh no, clearly not. It's still blue. The great witch Bezella used a spell to call forth a fire dragon, which then took the storyteller's life. Could it be that Aspella really is the great witch Bezella? Everyone in the square witnessed Aspella summon the fire dragon, but we will not be so easily convinced of her guilt. Because not everything is as it seems in this place. Oh, wow. I simply cannot comprehend. Stories over. Can this really be a suitable ending to the story you refer to? Does a father have to possibly subject her own daughter to a fate such as this? Inquisitor Bonnie, the great witch into custody. Took her time, did you not? How long has it now since the incident? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It took longer than expected on account of those incompetent vigilantes. They've only just handed her over to us. Excuses do not interest me. You do realize that according to the story, the trial of the Great Witch must be this evening, do you not? Yes, sir. Arrangements for the setting up of the special outside court have been commenced. Oh, special outside court. I wanted to gain as much information as possible before the proceedings began. There's little time left, so we go. Yes, sir. You heard me, Mr. Witch. Get moving. Stop. Do not treat the accused like that. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. But, sir, this girl's accused of... I know very well what she's accused of. For the time being, that is precisely what she is, accused, not guilty. The Inquisitor Barnum. The girl is not a witch until she has been pronounced guilty. Treat her with respect, that is an order. Yes, sir. Spell accountable. I would like to hear the truth from you. Are you really the great witch Bezella? Go and prepare for questioning. Shall be a long shot. That won't be necessary. Who's speaking now? Oh, Darklaw. Inquisitor Darklaw. What did you just say? I said that will not be necessary. You see, this evening, you will not be the one standing in court. Oh, she is so the villain. It's always the last minute. What is the meaning of this? Who then? Who will stand in court? For the trial of the great witch Bezella, surely it is only fitting that the High Inquisitor herself prosecute. It's always the prosecutor in the last trial. Is this the last trial? Oh my goodness, is she... It's always the... Why is it always the people that are in charge? The higher, like the higher powers of the higher authorities. Because Barnum's a decent guy. I don't know. I don't know about her. I don't think I trust her very much. You're not saying. I'm saying that I will be filling the role of Inquisitor in tonight's trial. Is that understood, Barnum? Inquisitor, just what are you planning? I'm not sure I quite follow. What are you implying? I followed after you, and my pursuit led me into a mysterious forest. Upon doing so, I witnessed a most unusual scene. Several mysterious robed figures surrounding a character whom they referred to as the Great Witch. The Great Witch hiding behind that masked exterior was none other than you, High Inquisitor Darklaw. Oh, you're just gonna go out and say it. My Inquisitor. Very interesting. And where, may I ask, is your proof of this? Proof? Well, did you not even remove the mask to confirm the identity of that person? Well, was unable to confirm anything. Thanks to her use of witchcraft, I was robbed of consciousness. Is that so? In that case, Barnum, I'm afraid I will have to treat what you have just said as treason. Oh dear. Oh no. And treason against the High Inquisitor means treason against the storyteller. You there! Oh dear, Barnum. Yes, my lady. Escort Zacharias Barnum to the dungeon for his crime of treason. Yes, milady? On second thoughts, you may prove a handful for the likes of you men alone. I shall come along and assist your escort. Now ready the horses. Yes, sir. I mean, milady. Wait right here, Barnum. I'm taking you into immediate custody. I do not believe it. I cannot believe that Spella Cantabella was the great witch Bazella. The last of all the times. Inquisitor Barnum, please know that it pains me to restrain the great defender of Labyrinthia. There's no need to apologize. I'm aware that you are only doing your duty. But, sir... Aw, Constantine.
Constantine, what are you doing here, boy?
Oh, voice acting. Okay.
My faithful companion, Constantine. I'm sorry to say, it appears that your master has reached the end of his career.
And here is the way that we find out what happened to Barnum, probably. Constantine's probably going to tell Luke, and so we'll find out everything that happened.
A great task has befallen me, but now I shall be unable to complete it. It's such a pity.
Man, he just wants to, like, solve the mystery too.
This is pitiful. The once great Inquisitor Barnum, conveying words of remorse to his faithful dog. And what, may I ask, was this great task of which you spoke?
That's simple. To find the truth.
Yeah, see?
The truth?
Until I met Sir Blue Knight and Sir Dark Hat, the question hadn't occurred to me. Is Espella Cantabella really the great witch Bezella? Why would the storyteller write a story in which his own daughter is executed? I, Zacharias Barnum, as a defender of this town, must know the truth behind this.
I'll tell you one thing, Inquisitor Barnum. I'll tell you why you're unable to find the truth.
What is the reason?
There is one thing which, despite your great ability, you lack.
Something I lack.
What you lack is resolve.
What do you mean?
In order to find out the truth, you went to great lengths in following me to the woods. I don't reproach you for that. You felt it was your duty as a knight. But that's also the problem, Inquisitor. Why could you not go to such lengths when it came to doubting the storyteller himself?
Interesting. Doubting the storyteller.
That's crazy. It's not right for a knight to question the integrity of his lord and master.
And so you failed. Your knightly pride was your critical flaw.
Huh? Critical flaw?
That tower, the one in which the storyteller lives. Perhaps the truth you were seeking could have been found in the small room at the very top of that tower.
What are you saying?
Yeah, Constantine, listen to all of this so that you can relay this to Luke later.
In any case, at this stage of the game, it's too late to do anything. So I suggest you assign your unfinished task to that faithful dog of yours.
I mean, in a way.
Very well then, Zacharias Barnum. It's time to go. From this evening, you'll be spending your time in a damned dark place, deep underground. It might be a good opportunity for you to cool that hot head of yours.
Don't worry, buddy. Constantine's got your back. Oh, we're down at the bottom. Oh, no, wait! We're down at the bottom! I wanted to investigate that sparkly thing on the ground. Phew, we finally made it out of that tower. I second that feeling. For a moment there, I wondered if we make it out safely. There's probably not much time until Spella's trial begins. I say we look around for clues so we at least have something to go on. Indeed, that sounds like a wise suggestion. However, if it's all right with you, I'd like you to take charge of this particular investigation, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem. But what about you, Professor? Me? There's a place of particular interest that I would like to investigate. A place you'd like to investigate? Where's that, Professor? Oh, hey. Yes. Yes. Constantine! Whoa, where the heck did he come from? Constantine looks rather worked up. Could something be the matter with him? I don't know. I'll ask him and see. Ah, good idea, Luke. Yes, relay all the information. Eh? No, surely not. What is it, my boy? You look like you've just seen a ghost. What did the little guy say? He said his master, Inquisitor Barnum, has been relieved of his duties. You mean Inquisitor Barnum is no longer Inquisitor Barnum? But why? Apparently he's been branded a traitor for treason against the storyteller. Barnum, a traitor? Very peculiar. This has all happened rather too hastily for my liking. If that's true, then who's going to take his place as prosecutor in the trial this evening? Well, according to Constantine, that'll be High Inquisitor Darklaw herself. High Inquisitor Darklaw? It would appear this incident has taken a further turn for the dramatic. It would be wise to attend to our respective investigations without further delay. Just a moment, Professor. It seems Constantine wants to tell us something else. I'd be very interested to hear anything you wish to add, Constantine. Tell us where to investigate. It appears he'd like to show us the way. Show us the way? Show us the way to where? He, wants to show us the way to the Storyteller's Tower. The Storyteller's Tower? Why there? According to Constantine, there should be a vital clue up there. A vital clue? Oh, that was Phoenix. A vital clue? Oh, this is most fortuitous. Huh? Professor? It just so happens that when I said there was a place I wished to investigate, that tower is precisely where I meant. No kidding. For the time being, everyone's attention is focused on the town square. So perhaps it would just be possible to enter that tower while it's not being quite so heavily guarded. At least I presume that may be the case. You may have just found a chink in their armor, Professor. Isn't that tower where Spella used to live when she was a kid? What kind of clue do you think would be hiding up there? Maybe the clue lies in Spella's past. Constantine says he knows a shortcut. He can lead us straight to the Storyteller's Tower. Follow me, Sir Top Hat, he said. Mr. Wright has suggested we split up into two groups. Okay, Professor. Be careful up there. Don't worry. She'll be sure to return, armed with that vital clue. We'll be waiting for you. In the meantime, we'll make sure we're armed and ready for the trial. Mr. Wright. Within the final story was written the following. The town, finally freed from the shackles of the story and witchcraft, will bathe in the morning light of the new dawning day. The new town will be aglow with freedom from the past and fresh hope for the future. If this story is to have the finale that has been promised, Spella too will bathe in the morning light of that new dawning day. I'm with you on that, Professor. Let's work together to make it happen. Farewell, for now, Mr. Wright. Come on, Luke. Right you are, Professor. Come on, Constantine, show us the way. I love his little armor and hat. Alright, let's start by investigating the scene of the crime. Alright, so we're working with these guys first. We've only got a few hours until this trial starts. That doesn't give us much time. Let's go, Maya. Right! sure the professor will bring us back something we can work with. Let's be sure to hold up our end of the bargain. You got it, Nick. What is it, Maya? It's Espella. Her eyes are all funny again, just like last time. Last time? Yeah, like they were back in London. I mean, it's like she's completely spaced out again. Now that you mention it, it was almost like she was being controlled by some kind of drug or magic back then. Nuh-uh, no way! This is just downright disgusting. We can't let them get away with this. Yeah, we're definitely on the same page there, Maya. Come on, let's get started. You said it! I'm as serious as a heart attack, Nick. Okay, good. I can go back up to the bell tower. Oh. I was like, why are we fading out? That's so weird. Okay, there's literally nothing there. Cool. To the bell tower. No hint coins or hidden puzzles. It's just investigation time. Figures. There's still a ton of people around. Well, considering what happened, I guess it's only natural. Seemed to be fewer knights, though. Nick, look out! Make way, make way! Ouch. You imp. How could you be sent flying by a little bump like that? Excuse me. Somebody knocks me over and I get yelled at? Yeah, that's fair. I've got to say, Nick, I think you just set a new record for the most super dramatic fall ever. Oh, come on, Maya. What do you expect when someone in a metal suit bumps into someone in a cloth suit? What are you two doing here, anyway? This area is supposed to be off limits to the likes of you. Well, you see, we're the ones defending Espella Cantabella. Oh ho ho! Then you must be the Sir Blue Knight that all the town is talking about. He sure is. Bluest knight in all the land. Why is it so slow? Why is the text so slow again? That's right, I'm the Blue Knight. You look a little green for a knight, if you ask me. Thanks. Well, feel free to investigate the area. I'm skipping ahead of it, because it's just like, it's madness when it's typed so slowly. Over the square, they're setting up the special outside court to be used in the upcoming trial. The vigilantes are spread thin guarding here, so do your best to keep out of our way. Well, there he goes. You know, Nick, you're becoming quite the celebrity around here. I'm not sure celebrity is quite the right word. What's up, Nick? Looks like the vigilante that ran into me just dropped something. What is that? Is it the key to the bell tower? Oh, looks like some kind of patrol record for the guards. Patrol record? Judging by what's written here, it looks like they've been taking turns guarding this bell tower 24/7. You mean they've been guarding it around the clock? Why would they do that? Beats me. The important thing here is the fact that it was under close guard at the time the incident took place. Oh, right. So I guess it would have been impossible to stroll in through the front door, huh? Exactly. Anyway, it might be a good idea to hold on to this for now. So anyway, where were we? Oh, right. Off to see the crime scene. Better have a look before another dork in a tin can shows up. Looks like they've left the crime scene completely untouched. Yeah, even that flower the boss threw at them is still all over the place. Yeah. I still can't believe she took on a bunch of fully armed vigilantes. With only a bag of white flour and a rolling pin, too. Just goes to show how much Patty cares for Espella, huh? Of course she does. After all, Espella's like family. That's another reason we just have to rescue Espella, Nick. That's right. Then what are we waiting for? Let's bust out that magnifying glass and get this search on the road. Here's the magnifying glass. Let's get the search on the road. What is this? Hey, this looks like a floor plan of the tower. Hey, you're right, but I don't remember seeing it here before. Some vigilantes must have been using it for their investigation and left it behind when they hurried off. So much for keeping the crime scene intact. According to this floor plan, there's a bell on the floor above this one. Well, it's a bell tower. It'd be kind of strange if there was no bell. Yeah, but there's no sign of any ladder leading up to the next level. Or even a step ladder. Does that mean the bell can't be rung? Anyway, Nick, this floor plan could be useful. Hurry up and stash it in your pocket. Maya, I hate to think what you have stashed away in that spirit medium's outfit. It's called being decisive, Nick. Come on, we're doing this for Espella, remember? Decisive evidence. Well, yeah, I hadn't exactly forgotten. What's this, like, golden... What's this? Control panel? I wonder what it's for. If it's a control panel, shouldn't there be a button or a lever or something? Wait a sec. What's that? Isn't that like the necklace that Espella had? Seems to be some kind of recess here. Looks like something fits inside it. Hey, nice catch, Maya. A recess. I've seen something shaped like that before. Yeah, it's like Espella's necklace. Right? I say Espella's necklace, but it was like the thing that she was wearing that like activated the dragon whenever everything went down. What is it, Nick? Oh, it's nothing. Let's keep looking around. Oh, maybe that's what's glowing on the floor. I wonder what this is. Looks like a robe to me. A robe? Say, this reminds me of the robes those weirdos in the Eldritch Woods were wearing. Come on, Nick, try it on, try it on! You've got to be kidding. This thing's drenched from all the rain. And besides, it's covered in that flower patty through all over the place. Yeah, I guess you're right. It does look pretty beat up, huh? And that flower's not coming off easily. It's all stuck to the wet robe. You know, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something weird about this robe. Weird? Remember when we first arrived here? I could swear there was nothing like this lying around, was there? Yeah, I noticed that too, but I thought that it was because they took her and the robe, like they revealed, like they raised up the hood or whatever, and it was revealed to be Espella, and then they just like left the robe there. But I guess it would have been shown in the background if that was the case, because that was a cutscene and then it flipped to this. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So why is that there all of a sudden? I'm not really sure. I sure don't recall seeing it. It was definitely here during the flower. This robe's pretty big. It looks like it would fit someone my size. I guess that means it can't be Espella's, since she's small and aerodynamically built, like yours truly. Anyway, it may prove a useful clue. Let's make record of it for now. Hey, get that soggy thing away from me! Oh boy. Yeah. All good points here. What's this? Here's the bag of flour Missy Claire used to hit those knights. Looks like it's still all over the place. Boy, the boss sure is something, huh, Nick? Now that's the power of love. The bag of flour was brought here after the parade, so it won't really be of any use as evidence. Okay, let's look at the sparkly thing. Yep, it is. I'm gonna put it in the thing. Look at this, it's a pendant. The leather strap seems to have broken. Wait, I know this. It's Espella's pendant. I knew I'd seen it somewhere before. Anyway, we should pick it up before one of those dorks sees it. Come on, Nick, quickly. Just pop it in your pocket. Okay, I'm on it already. Hey, hold on a sec, Maya. Huh? What's up, Nick? There's something about the shape of this pendant. Something about its shape? I've seen this shape somewhere recently. Well, if you say so, Nick. Let's shape up and take another look around. If we're lucky, there might just be some amazing clue waiting to be found. Yeah, I guess there might. Let's take another look at the recess. Oh, he just like flat out tells you where to look. Is it a puzzle? The recess in this panel. It's the same shape as Espella's pendant. Ah, so it is. But why? Why would her pendant fit into this recess? Don't ask me. Spirit channeling, supernatural possession. Those are things I know, Nick. Well, seeing as we don't know, there's only one way to find out. Let's slot it in there and see what happens. Okay, calm down. I guess there's no harm in trying.
Hold it!
Oh no! Hold it right there, you sir suspicious Blue Knight. Who, me? Yes, you. What exactly are you up to? We're just, carrying out our own investigation. Ah, you can't fool me. That thing you just picked up. The thing that, even as we speak, you are attempting to conceal in your pocket. What is it? Oh, you mean this little thing? It's, well, I guess you'd call it a pendant. It's, absolutely nothing to do with that whole crazy incident just now. I swear Nick's attorney's badge on it. Enough. I saw it, all of it. Every single move, from beginning to end, including just now. That right there's one piece of evidence I was looking forward to coming back and picking up myself. I saw 2, me 3, me 4. Now then, hand over that important piece of evidence. Now. Ah, shoot. No, Isabela's pendant! Snatched away from us just like that. I must report this to High Inquisitor immediately. Me 2, I'll come to you, Chief. Me 3, me 4! Darn, we'll never know what happens whenever you put it in there. There they go with Isabela's pendant. And I was totally planning on giving it back to her the next time I saw her. But more than that, I so wanted to try fitting that pendant into that recess in the panel. Why is it so slow? What now? No way is that panel just there for decoration. I better add it to my items for future reference. I was gonna say, I don't think there's much more we can do here. Attention, everyone! Preparations of this evening's special outside courtroom have now been completed. Summon the High Inquisitor. It's time we prepared for the trial. Each and every citizen shall no doubt wish to bear witness to this evening's trial. Overcrowding is to be anticipated. All officers to their stations. Let's help this final court session find a proud place within Labyrinthia's history. Oh man, I hope Layton comes back. Nick! Looks like we're out of time. I guess that's the end of this investigation. You think we'll be alright? We didn't really have time to finish. We did what we could in the time we had. Let's go. I have a feeling Isabela's going to be moved into the defendant's waiting room soon. You know, Nick. What? I've been thinking. It's no accident that you and I found ourselves in Labyrinthia. Maya. The reason we're here is for the trial tonight. I know what you mean. I think so too. And I'm sure Professor Layton and Luke feel the same way. I just know they'll bring back a clue or two to save Isabela. Yeah, you're right. That means we've got to give this trial everything we've got, Maya. Okay, Nick. Let's do this thing. You bet. We'll do what we do best. We'll fight to the very end. For Isabela. And now to oh. I thought we were going to switch over to Layton and Luke. Professor? What is it, my boy? What do you think about what happened tonight? On the surface, it certainly did appear that the storyteller's assailant could be none other than Isabela. But surely not. However, even if it did seem that way, that does not necessarily make it the truth. And if it transpires that Isabela is in fact innocent, then there must be some form of contradiction or proof to support as much. Yes, you're right. I bet Mr. Wright won't miss even the slightest shred of evidence. Mr. Wright and Maya are investigating the scene of the crime as we speak. We meanwhile must search for something to prove Isabela's innocence. In doing so, the truth should become evident as a matter of course. I see. In the time that I've spent with Isabela, I never once doubted her character. There's just no way she could do anything as terrible as what happened in that square. I believe in her, Professor. I know you do, Luke. We are Isabela's friends, and as such we must believe in her. right. First, let's make our way through the gate. Uh-oh, the door's still locked. And there are no knights here to open it. What's the matter, Constantine? That's great, thanks. He says there's another way in, which only the knights know about. It's a relief. Could you show us the way, Constantine? Oh. Hi, Riddle. Okay. It's dark over there, so I can't see what's in the water. Luke, this is not the best moment to be looking for fish in the moat. We must go. What do you have to say, Riddle? Good evening, Mr. Layton. It's been a while since we last met. Yes, indeed, Miss Mystery. But I must say I'm surprised to be meeting you at a place like this. After seeing the Storyteller's Parade earlier, I've been unable to simply sit still in the library. But at the same time, wandering around aimlessly doesn't solve anything either. Then again, meeting you like this, Professor, has given some meaning to my wandering. I don't remember how I did your voice, sorry. If you'd like to try your hand at any unsolved puzzles or puzzles that you didn't manage to encounter, I'll happily show you them now. Solving puzzles can help relieve stress, especially in difficult times such as these. Okay, so these are all of our puzzles that we still have yet to solve. But this isn't the last chance to solve them. I know that I can go back to her, or like I can find the puzzles at the end of the game, so I'm gonna pass right now and ignore her for now, and then come back for that bonus episode at the end of the game. Anytime you wish to try your hand at some puzzles, be sure to come and see me. Yep. Maybe she'll be here. Thankfully, the helpful dog showed us another way in. No one's here, not even anyone to open the gate. Well, it's good that no one's here, because then they won't, stop us. Are we searching the Knight's Garrison? Are we not going into the Storyteller's Tower? Who would have thought the Storyteller would come to such an end? I'm still finding it hard to believe even now. I mean, what's to become of us? I wish I knew. I'm more worried about the Inquisitor Barnum. He's being held in suspicion of treason. This whole thing is just one big headache. No matter what, the future ain't looking too bright. Enough of your pathetic whining. You should call yourselves knights? Who's saying that? Oh, the captain. Oh, Captain! Storyteller's gone. Inquisitor Barnum's gone. Who do you think is suffering the most because of it? The townsfolk, that's who. It's now that they need us most. We must be there for them to offer our support. Yes, sir, that's certainly true, but with the things the way they are, what can we possibly do? Pitiful. There, isn't that? Don't mind us, la-di-da. Clear, even the knights are unsettled, my boy. What's going to become of Labyrinthia now? Well, according to the final story, once all is sorted out, there will be fresh hope for the future. So it's a little early to be losing heart just yet. I hope you're right. Let's do our best to make it so, Professor. What's this? Someone's coming this way. Isn't that... And what are you two doing here? We're headed to the Storyteller's Tower. Wow, you're just gonna okay. Maybe something left to uncover, so we're going there now to find out. Did you say the Storyteller's Tower? Uh-oh, I hope this doesn't mean we're about to be surrounded by knights pointing swords at us again. Well, just a little Constantine. Oh, I see. This must mean you're working on behalf of Inquisitor Barnum. Well, in that case, the tower's up ahead. You may proceed. In fact, I insist that you proceed. I have a feeling there's some unfinished business that only you can take care of. For all our sakes, go there and fulfill your quest. And in doing so, show us all that there is still hope for the future of Labyrinthia. Captain! Very well. We shan't let you down. Let's go, Luke. The Storyteller's Tower stands right ahead of us. Right you are, Professor! Off we go. Look, I can see the tower right over there! But how do we get to it? I believe this may be where our little friend comes in handy. Wouldn't you say, Luke? Right, of course. I see. You're saying there's a path? He says there's a path leading from behind the audience room, right over to the storyteller's tower. One could hardly ask for a better guide. Oh, really? He just said, you've nothing to worry about while I'm here. And then he added, you might want to worry about that Sir Blue Knight, though. I hope Mr. Wright and Maya were able to come across some clues. I don't think we need to worry too much about them. I'm sure they'll be all right. Wouldn't you agree, my boy? Of course, Professor. While I was teaming up with Mr. Wright, one thing became clear to me. He's definitely someone that will always do his best to protect his friends. I agree, Luke. He's a fine young lawyer with a heart of gold. I'm quite confident that the trial is safe in his capable hands. Me too. And then there's Maya, always strong and courageous. Not to mention full of energy. She's a bit reckless sometimes, but always with good intent. We're lucky to have them on our side. I'm really glad we met them. Aren't you, Professor? Yes, Luke. I'd certainly agree with you there. Both Mr. Wright and Miss Fay are friends that can truly be relied upon. At the same time, High Inquisitor Darklaw will be a most formidable opponent, one unlikely to make any careless slips. Which is why we must all do our best and work together. Including me, right? Of course. I certainly couldn't do this without you, Luke. Don't worry, Professor. I'll give it everything I've got. That's the spirit, my boy. Wow! You don't realize how tall the tower is until you see it up close like this. It certainly looks ominous in the moonlight. It's a vital clue waiting for us here. Isn't that, Professor? That's what I'm counting on, Luke. It would seem that Inquisitor Barnum had the same idea. That would explain why Constantine is helping us. So, this is the tower in which the Creator resides. The tower that none of the townsfolk or even the knights dare visit. It's surrounded in secrecy. That's for sure. It's a bit like the Eldritch Woods. Indeed, these woods are certainly an enigma in themselves. Not to mention those underground ruins. Talk about mysterious places. If the storyteller really did know everything about Labyrinthia, I'd like to ask him a thing or two about them. It's possible there might be clues related to those places as well as a number of other matters waiting for us within that tower. In which case, there could also be any manner of traps and contrivances awaiting us as well. We should have to be doubly careful from here on. Got it, Professor. Always check for traps. You've what? You've completed your mission? He says he's worried about his master and wants to return to him now. We couldn't have come this far without your fine guidance, Constantine. We can take it from here. Constantine says we're the ones his master chose, so he knows he can leave this quest with us in good faith. We're honored, Constantine. Thank you for your help. Yes, thanks a lot. Take care on your way back. Inquisitor Barnum loves this town more than anyone and has done his utmost to protect it. Let's bear that in mind too, Luke. We have a responsibility to fight to the end, for him and everyone else in this town. I'm ready if you are, Professor. Oh, I'm so ready. Look, Professor, you can see the ocean from up here. It must be at the coast of Labyrinthia. The sea is quite tranquil here. It's not a ship or light for miles. Oh, I was about to ask, any hit coins? There's one. There's two. There's gotta be another one. Whoa, it's so high. Ah, yes, the moon has the hit coin. So tall. It looks like this bridge is the only way to the tower. This is quite the long bridge indeed. I don't see any traps or contrivances here representative of the story tower. A puzzle to get in, of course. Seems the mechanisms put in place to protect the tower are still operating. Does that mean we can't get inside? No, I wouldn't say so. This particular mechanism is in the form of a puzzle. If we solve it, perhaps we can enter. Here we go. There are 12 gems, each of them numbered between 1 and 12. There's also a set of 3 triangles with gems already inside them. Keep in mind these gems cannot be moved. Place the gems from your hand so that the sum of all the numbers on each triangle's perimeter adds up to 39. Oh, okay. All the sums on each of the perimeter adds up to 39. Okay, give me a second. Okay, we've got 9 and 8. And then we've got 5. And that's part of the perimeter of the smaller triangle. But the 5 and the 9 are also... Okay, so 1 and 3. We've got 9 plus 5 plus 6. And we've got 9 plus 8 plus 5. Those are our 3 triangles, right? Do we agree that there are 3 triangles? Yes. Okay. So... this is going to be a lot of trial and error. So this already is 22. This is 22. Oh, is that a 3 or a 5? That's a 5. I can't read my own handwriting. This is a 20. And this is 4. Okay. And I wanted to make 39. 39. Okay. So this is 22. So let's just do... oh wait, I can't because that would be too much. 33. Nope. 29. No, I already tried that. It wasn't gonna work. 26. 36. Nope. Nope. 24. 36. Or 35. 39. Okay. Now, I've added 4 to the one that's 20, so now it's 24. Which is not gonna add well to make 39. So let's swap those, maybe. So now it's 22. Okay. 9, 10, 27, 39. Hey, that wasn't so bad.
Let's see if I've proven myself. Come what may, puzzles are there to be solved.
A shiver runs down your spine as the door opens and an eerie silence fills the air. Just what awaits you on the other side. I love when the puzzles are actually part of the story and they have like that little narration for it. Professor, you did it! Professor? Doesn't that seem peculiar to you? To get here, we have to make our way beyond the guard post and through the knight's garrison. It would normally be considered sufficient defense against intruders, so one would imagine. Yeah, I guess you're right. There are 7 knights around as well. Yet in addition, we found the contrivance in place on the door. It suggests to me that something of great importance must be contained within. Let's go in and find out, Professor. And there it is. We don't get to see what they find. It's gonna be a mystery because I think that the next part is the trial. That is why I kept going, and also why I skipped Riddle, because I wanted to combine those two parts together for the chapter, because there was no reason to have a part that was 15 minutes long. And I knew it was going to be 15 minutes long. I kind of looked ahead at like estimated times that it would take to finish each part. I think there was one part that I had less time than the estimated time. Everything else I was well over. So I was hoping that it would work out this way. There's really only one puzzle to solve. I guess that's why Riddle was there then, though, because it was like, oh, this is a really short part. Here, solve all these other puzzles too. But don't worry, I will still do the bonus part with the riddles at the end, or with Riddle at the end when I get to that. So, cool. All right. We are going to jump in and continue next time, and I believe that means that it's going to be Phoenix and Maya in the trial of Bezella. So, well, I'll talk to you guys then.